Hello all, welcome to my video on my CB350. So I've been owning this motorcycle since October 29th, which was the first delivery in Bangalore or probably in South India. So I'm one of the lucky ones to get delivery of the CB315 on the first lot itself. I'm very thankful to VFM Honda, KR Puram, Bangalore to getting this bike onto the customers first. And in this video I'll be talking about the first impressions and the mileage. So first when I got onto this motorcycle and when I started riding it, it was very surprisingly weird actually. It was like on photos and on videos also you will feel like it is a small motorcycle, but even in showroom it might not feel that substantial, but when you get it out on the road, it is, you'll suddenly realize that it is a very big motorcycle. It is not small by any margin, especially when you're comparing this to a classic side by side. You will definitely feel that this is a bigger motorcycle, and it is actually in dimensions. So it is a very big motorcycle, and the seat height is around 800, I think. Yeah, 800 millimeter. And for someone like me of 173 centimeters height, I can easily flat foot without an issue. I think 167 people from 167 will be able to flat foot. Others I don't know, I haven't tested. So yes, and my surprisingly weird impression is that it's a big motorcycle. It has the thumb, very good refined thumb. That is the word I want to use. The thumb is very refined, and it is very loud too. Most of the videos in YouTube doesn't do justice, but it is a very loud thumb, louder than the new classic 350s or the Thunderbirds for that matter. And with the size, with the thumb, when you start riding it, there is little to no vibrations. That is something weird, because I have used 350 classic 350 for years, not mine, but I have gone for a few trips, one way 300 kilometers trips, and in a few trips, maybe 5 or 6, and in every one of them there will be a Thunderbird or a classic or a Thunderbird X for sure. So I'm very used to the Royal Enfield, and when I sat on this and when I start riding it, it was very surprising. Size is there, thumb is there, no vibrations. I think this is what how a motorcycle should be made, with every signature factor of a retro motorcycle, but without the vibration. So thumbs ups to Honda. Really have no complaints in that part. And the second thing I noticed is that the bike is very maneuverable. It is very flickable. The handling is really good. I love the handlebars. I really love the handlebars. As you can see, it is slightly swept from here to here towards the rider. It is a very nice design. Once you test ride it, you will, I was really comfortable. There was nothing that I would want to change in this motorcycle in seating ergonomics. So that's a wonderful thing. So the vibration part is over, the handlebar and the seating position ergonomics is over. One ergonomic factor that is kind of weird is the switch position indicator of the horn and the indicators. I think we will get used to it. So after this is November 4, so it's been 5-6 days, almost a week, and I'm not getting used to that the switch. So maybe I'll get used to in a couple of weeks or so. So that is that. And then what I noticed is the suspension. So this is after getting the first test ride, because there were a few humps, there were a few bad patches in the road, and suddenly I noticed that the suspension is a bit stiff. There is no denying the fact that the suspension is stiff, especially compared to the Royal Enfield. The Royal Enfield, even though it has vibrations, it is a very plush ride. You will not feel anything when you're going through some bad patches, but in this you will feel, for sure you'll feel but it is not like it will jolt your backbone or something. It is stiff, but it is livable. It is okay for me because it handles well in corners, and it is really flickable. So, but again, in my first service, I'm going to make the suspension soft. We cannot do it. There are some special equipments to adjust the rear suspension. Front is not adjustable, rear we can adjust. So yeah, I'll be making it softer. And next thing is the styling itself. It is a looker. You have to see the motorcycle from outside to appreciate the full beauty of the motorcycle. It is very pretty looking motorcycle. It is retro, and it is very pretty, and especially with the LED headlamps and all, it looks way apart. I mean, this is what attracts everyone. This is what makes others to look at this motorcycle. When the motorcycle is coming towards you, it just doesn't feel like a 1.9 lakhs showroom bike. It just feels like a much more expensive motorcycle. And again, the overall build quality, I would say, I didn't talk about the build quality. It is very good, especially the handlebars. This portion, it is very premium looking. Again, you will not feel like this is a sub 2 lakh showroom priced motorcycle. You would definitely feel like you're buying something premium. Yeah, it is a very premium motorcycle, very good. Though a few things that I have noticed is that there is a slight wobble in this seat. You can see there is a slight wobble. Honda says that it is normal, and there is a slight wobble in this portion also. Not much, but when you're doing this, it moves. Maybe it is the same on all motorcycles. I haven't noticed, but it is there. It doesn't make any sound. It doesn't make any problem when you're riding it, even through gutters. So that is a good thing. So yeah, after those two things, everything is just fantastic. These are metal. This is metal. This is also metal. Metal. So you got a lot of metal there, and the blacked out piece really looks amazing. After a wash, this bike looks like almost like a Triumph. Sorry about that. So it has that very rich and premium feeling look to it. And yeah, the last thing is the instrument cluster. So I love double pod designs. I love the Interceptor's twin pod design. This has just a single pod with an LCD cluster, but this LCD cluster I was very skeptical about because it is very small. As you can see, it is very small, but every detail on this small cluster is legible while you're driving, unless the sun is directly it is directly falling on this portion. Apart from that, even in bright sunlight, it is very visible. There is no complaints to it, and I don't miss a tachometer for that matter. The mirrors are also very good. It is very usable. I didn't find any problem with that. Yeah, and the last thing I want to talk about is the looks department. It is a head turner, like I said. On my first trip, there were seven people who inquired about this bike, and even in traffic, one person rolled down their car window and asked me about this bike. It is not like they are confusing this for a Royal Enfield. Instantly seeing that it is a Honda, they are asking which is this motorcycle? They are asking like that. It is not like, oh, it is an Enfield. Is it a new Enfield? That is not happening. Yeah. So again, it's a very attractive motorcycle. It is a head turner. And the last thing I want to talk about is the mileage. I think I will make it a separate video. It will be a very short video. So this is my first impression, and this is for all the other viewers. and also this is more like a mini review actually. And again, height speed stability is very good. I went 80-90 cruising all the time, and occasionally 100 also. It is very stable, there is no complaints. And even in YouTube there are a lot of videos where people are going 120 plus 130. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't ride fast. I just need a good looking motorcycle which is reliable. That's it. And also handles well. And this perfectly clicks all the boxes that I wanted. And yeah, so this is my first impressions, and I hope you enjoy this video. And this is for all the other people, my supporters who commented on my Malayalam videos asking for an English impression video. So here you go, hope you like it. Thank you.